Hello, it's Kathryn from Kat's Clinic. Today we're practicing supported child's pose, also known as balasana, and B-A-L asana. So I liken it to curling oneself in a ball. However, this version, because we're supported by bolsters, we're going to be lying out more flat, parallel to the floor. And I've put two bolsters here. That's roughly the height that I need. You might need higher or lower. And if your hips are not comfortable sitting on your heels, as mine are, then you would want to take a cushion or a block, a chip foam block like this, and sit it underneath your hips, and that will give a little bit of support. You might also want a blanket underneath your ankles if they're a little sensitive. And another block I have here in front just in case my forehead needs that support. The benefit of this pose is that it's relaxing, cooling, grounding, calming, focuses the mind inward, blocks out external stimulation. Therefore, it's wonderful for any time a person is feeling pressured or thinking a lot and anxious, overactive, hyperactive, or winding down before bedtime. This is a wonderful pose to get prepared for sleep. And the way to do it is to separate the knees wide enough that the bottom bolster can come in quite close. And then the top bolster also comes in quite close to the belly. This can always be adjusted afterwards for comfort. Inhale, lifting the arms really high so I lengthen the side bodies. And when I exhale, I reach forward for the far side of the room and then relax my arms completely. Now I can turn my head to one side, maybe rest here for a few minutes, and then mindfully turn my head to the other side. If neither of those are comfortable, a third option is placing a cushion or some kind of support here right under the forehead. Then my nose is not squished and I can rest here with head, neck, and spine all in alignment. So to come out of this pose, placing the hands under the shoulders, using the arms, using the belly, slowly coming up. Great modification for anyone with uneven hips. For example, one hip is a little bit lifted or a little bit forward, and that creates compression in the low back, is to take a folded up blanket such as this, and you might need to adjust maybe a bigger fold, a smaller fold, depending how it feels over time. And tuck that blanket into the hip crease right in front, right into that hip crease on the front of where the compression is in the back. So if you're not sure, you can feel with your hands which side of the low back has more of an indent than the other, and it's the side with the indent that you want to support from the front with this blanket. And then the same action. Inhale, lift the arms. Full inhale, exhale, reach forward, and then relax the arms. Keep the shoulders soft, the neck has room, and simply rest into the support of the bolsters. I like to practice in this pose with my awareness on the breath as I breathe into the back ribs and side ribs. I can feel my shirt moving against my skin. And then after some time, I change to the other side. And when I'm ready to come out, use the arms. And again, core, slowly come up. This being a restorative pose, one could stay in this pose for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, as long as it's comfortable for the ankle joints and the knee joints. If you find that it's not comfortable for the knee joints, another little trick that you can do is take a washcloth or thin blanket like this and roll it up, again, right under the knee crease, behind the knee crease. And that way, when sitting down, the knee joint is less closed. It's a little more open, so there's less stretching or pulling on the front of the knee. And that's quite a nice spacious feeling. Be sure to do both sides. And this also gives a little cushioning for the buttocks. So there's some options for supported child's pose, balasana. It's a cooling, grounding, relaxing pose. Wonderful for bringing the awareness down from the head into the body and preparing for rest and a deep night's sleep. Thanks for watching. It's Kathryn at Kat's Clinic.